the doctors had told me like it's not gonna be possible for you. Like the only way you're gonna get pregnant is IVF.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Susie and this channel is mostly about health, fitness, and things like that. And today's video is a little bit different. We're gonna be talking about pregnancy. I have a sister that has been trying or had been trying to get pregnant for over 4 years, and she's here to tell us her story, how she got pregnant, what did she do different. A lot of people go through stuff like this and we don't really talk about because it's not something comfortable to talk about. I did post like a picture of her ultrasound on my Instagram and everybody thought I was pregnant, but it was her. I'm really happy for her, so we're gonna welcome my sister. This is my sister Alma. She is younger than me because she's 24, I'm 27, so we're like next to each other. So she's gonna basically talk about her story. I'm gonna just ask her basic questions to start off the video, and then we're gonna go from there. So how long had you been trying?
So I've been trying it's been almost 4 years that I've been trying to get pregnant.
Okay, so what was the first step and how did you realize you needed to get checked?
Well, I got married not really young, but I got married young. But since we got married, me and my husband, we wanted to have children. So we were trying, like since the beginning, we started buying the ovulation kits and all that stuff. And we lasted a year and nothing was happening. And my periods were irregular, and so I was like, okay, it's been a year. And I told my doctor, but she was like, you know what, it's been a year, you haven't gotten pregnant, you have to go to the fertility clinic.
Yeah.
Get checked out.
Don't they say that you have to try like 6 months before you get checked?
Yeah, they tell you have to try 6 months to a year, and then like they see it like as a problem. Like they won't really do anything for you until you pass that time frame.
Okay, so she didn't get help or look for any help until a year after trying on her own with just infertility, ovulation kits, yeah. Okay, so when were you diagnosed with PCOS? Because that was her main problem, that she discovered that she had PCOS, yeah, which is why she wasn't getting pregnant.
And like obviously PCOS comes with a lot of things besides the infertility. Like when I was younger, I did notice I had like a lot of facial hair, and I was like, or if I shaved my legs, like it would grow pretty fast. But I didn't really know what it was until that year later, that they told us, like, you know what, you have to go to an infertility clinic. And obviously, being in the U.S., it's a little pricey, so we decided to go down to Tijuana to an infertility clinic there. And as soon as I got there, the doctor was like, okay, based on your symptoms, your periods being irregular, the shape of your body, because I have most of my weight like in my lower stomach.
I do too.
And the hair problem and everything, she's like, it looks like you have PCOS. She's like, but we're gonna do an ultrasound to see. And yep, as soon as I went to the ultrasound, it was like a vaginal ultrasound, you could see, like, she showed me my ovaries, and literally it looked like that cheese that has like a bunch of holes in it. And then she's like, those aren't supposed to be there. That's that's what you call it, polycystic ovary syndrome, because it looks like little balls. So it's not cysts in particular, but it's your eggs that weren't matured or didn't come out, and they just stay there and block everything. So that's when I realized I had that.
Those are the symptoms that they told you that were because of PCOS.
And I did gain, because I've always had that issue, like with my family, that we are usually bigger on the bigger side.
Yeah.
But I did realize that, like, it was after I went on the pill for birth control, I realized after that is when I gained weight fast. So the doctor told me sometimes you have PCOS, but it's like inactive. So then something happens, either you go on birth control or something else happens, and then it like speeds up like that. So then that's when I gained even more weight, and when I was going to the infertility clinic.
Well, how did you get pregnant the first time? Because we haven't mentioned, but did she get pregnant one time and it sadly ended up in a miscarriage? So we're not really go over the miscarriage right now, but tell us, how did you think you got pregnant the first time? Which was how much after when you started trying?
2.5 years later.
Okay.
Because when I went to the infertility clinic, they didn't really give me like a plan of what to do. They just said, okay, you gotta go lose weight, this amount of weight, and then come back. So I was like, okay. But they never really told me anything. So it was, yeah, like it was like another time passed by, and that's when I went to my doctor here, because I didn't, well, financially I wasn't like gonna go able to go to the infertility clinic. And she's like, okay, I'm just gonna start you on metformin because I am I do have insulin resistance. So she's like, that's gonna help you out, kind of control the weight gain. And I was like, okay. So once I started at that, I was like, it did take a couple of months for me to actually, like, you know, do something with food and like exercise. But that's when I asked my sister. I was like, okay, I need help like losing weight because I'm trying to, you know, get pregnant. And they gave me this medicine, which is for diabetics, but also for people with PCOS.
Yeah,
so
metformin, I used to take that when I was diagnosed with diabetes, and that's what helped me control my sugars.
So I was like, okay, and then I started on that, and it was like, I started on the metformin, and then I started doing like boxing with her and Josh, and like HIIT workouts. We would do like, I don't know how many times we would work out a week. I think
we would do like 3. I used to upload a lot of videos of them. If I find any of when we used to work out outside my patio, I'll add it here. But it was a lot of boxing, HIIT workouts as a group.
She had told me like, don't look at everything right now because you're gonna get overwhelmed like with the food. Because before that I had already lost weight like years ago, so I kind of knew what I was doing. So I wasn't like really like, I was just eating healthier. So I was just eating healthier, and I was working out a lot with them, and I lost 30 pounds. So it was the workouts, the eating, and the metformin, and I lost 30 pounds, and then that's when I got pregnant the first time.
Yes. So she got pregnant the first time, and like we said, she did have a miscarriage. She went through, like, she just went downhill after that, right?
Yeah.
She like fell into depression, and then when she started again,
I had gained what I had lost plus more. So I had even more to lose. And I was like, my periods went like all over the place. They were irregular. I wasn't going to the doctors because, like, again, I didn't really want to go out or go anywhere. So I just like let everything go, which I'm going to tell you guys that no matter how hard it is, don't leave your medications, don't leave your treatment for whatever it is you guys are trying to fix, because it will set you back.
Yes.
So like everything was going really, really bad. And then in October is when I was like, okay, you know what, like, I felt like I couldn't breathe anymore. I was like, it was really bad. And I told my husband, me and my husband talked, we're like, okay, if we actually want to have kids, we know we can get pregnant. We just know we have to watch what we're eating and working out and stuff like that.
They knew that the first time she lost weight, she got pregnant. So they knew that losing weight again was going to increase her chances.
Yeah, and thankfully we were able to do it without like medication for fertility. So we're like, we can do this. We just actually have to put work into it, and that's when we got into keto. And
so by the way, she does have a lot of recipes on her channel about keto. She hasn't uploaded recently, but she has like bomb Mexican recipes if you want to go follow her.
Or I have them on Instagram, and then just message me, and then I'll send you like the information.
Yeah, so I kind of guided her into keto, I kind of explained what it was and how it worked, and she also tried intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not keto, but I know a lot of the type of ways of eating, so I kind of explained to her. I told her, and then on her own she started like discovering more about keto. And how much did you lose?
I lost 37 pounds on keto.
Yeah, she lost 35, and then her husband also joined her, and he lost a lot of weight.
He lost way more. He was like 40 something pounds.
Typically guys lose weight faster.
But I started on keto because it was when I was roommating with her. We were living with her together, and she was helping out my sisters with their weight loss and stuff. And when she had helped one of my sisters, Mimi, do intermittent fasting, which I'm on a lot of groups for PCOS people, and they were saying that was helping them a lot and all that stuff. And so I was like, okay, but I was kind of scared to do it. But once I asked her about it, and I told her that I was insulin resistant, and she was like, okay, well, that keto is gonna help you because it's low carb. But I started keto like with the mindset that this is what's gonna be better for my life. This is gonna be like a long time thing. This is not gonna be like just to get pregnant and that's it. Like, no, it has to be like a long life thing.
So I think it was extra hard for her because after miscarriage she gained a lot of weight, and then she has to start all over again. But now she was even more like overweight.
Yeah.
So she did that. She lost weight,
and then I noticed like when I was losing weight, I wasn't working out as much as the first time. But I noticed like my legs were getting flabby and like my arms. So I asked her, I was like, I think I need to start working out. So she gave me HIIT workouts, which are really good for PCOS. So she gave me HIIT workouts, and I started doing them. And then that's when I decided to go back to the doctors to go get checked. And she said, okay, well, we're going to start you on metformin again because you've been off of it. And that was in January. And I had already been, so it was 3 months keto and then 1 month metformin. And then I did buy this little temperature checker. It's called OvuSense. So it helps you detect ovulation by temping your overall all night temperature, and then it averages it and it gives you a chart, so it tells you when you ovulate. So using all that, by February I got pregnant. So that's how I did it. It was eating keto, adding in the workouts, the metformin, and then the OvuSense, which helped like kind of track down. And that's when we realized, because I told her, I was like, I don't know if I ovulate, I don't know like anything, because the strips never worked for me. When you have PCOS, sometimes they might not work or give you false positives. Mm-hmm. So with that, we were able to see that we did ovulate. Like I was ovulating.
So I imagine it's even harder when you have irregular periods. You don't have no idea what's going on. I mean, if a lot of girls that have regular periods struggle, I can't even imagine with girls that don't have regular periods. Like, that's why that kit's important, because it helps you like kind of keep on track of your ovulation. So at first when she told me she was pregnant, obviously we were all happy. She was kind of negative about it. Not negative, but really like not as excited, because I feel like she was
like nervous and scared.
And I feel that's something normal after you go through something. I've gone through things in my past that I haven't really talked to my channel here, but I probably will when I'm ready. But I just told you, you know what, just be positive, because whatever you're thinking, whatever energy you attract, that's what's gonna happen with pregnancy. So she's like, yeah, I know. And because she did fall into depression and a lot of things like that, that's why it was so hard for her. But now, how far are you?
I'm 21 weeks and 2 days.
Yeah,
so
and
we're a little bit over halfway now.
And the baby, it's a baby girl. She's strong, she kicks a lot. So if you feel like you would never get pregnant, I mean, she waited 4 years. There's people that try for even longer. But don't give up. Just keep on trying. If that's something you really, really want, just keep on trying. And I know it sucks going through it. Oh my God, another month and it didn't happen. I know what it is, but just keep on trying.
It's true. Like, you know, it was just like a testament to what they say. Like, you have to watch what you're eating, because I did that and I was able, thankfully, to get pregnant
Both times.
without infertility medications, which the doctors had told me, like, it's not gonna be possible for you. Like, the only way you're gonna get pregnant is IVF, and with this medication and this medication. So, you know, the first time I went, you could, you know, expect that I was like really overwhelmed. Like, I was like, okay, this is never gonna happen. But then by them motivating me, like, okay, maybe if I lose a little bit more weight, something's gonna happen. And it did.
If you notice, a lot of the times when you go to a doctor, the first thing they tell you for anything, lose weight. And that's because you have to be healthy. A lot of the problems get fixed when you lose weight.
Yeah.
My diabetes got fixed when I lost weight. My high cholesterol, her PCOS got better. She got pregnant. Like, I know it sucks when you go and they tell you, oh, lose weight, because I would hate that. I would hate to hear that. I knew I had to, but I just didn't do anything. So just try and honestly change your lifestyle. You're not doing anyone a favor but yourself.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna go over a few questions really quick of what you guys asked on Instagram, and if she already answered, I'm not really gonna ask because we don't want to answer twice. So how long after you started keto did you get pregnant?
4 months.
4 months.
4 months after I started keto.
Wow. What was causing her infertility? We already went through that. Was it excess weight or medical condition? Both, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What she do differently? Change her lifestyle.
And I must say that I also I was vitamin D deficient, which is really common. And a lot of people think that's just a vitamin, but it's actually your hormone. So if you're low on vitamin D, you're actually going to have a low sex drive, which is going to be even harder to get pregnant. So when I started on keto, it fixed, because I was pre-diabetic before. And then once I started on keto, I fixed the vitamin D deficiency, and then I wasn't pre-diabetic anymore either.
Yeah. Okay, did she have irregular periods or no period before she got pregnant?
So before I got pregnant the first time, I had really irregular periods. I would miss a month and then maybe get 2 a month. And then after the miscarriage, I had my period for 2 weeks. It would be off 1 week and then would start again. And then when I started keto, that's when it started regularizing. It was heavy at first, but then it started getting more regular.
Are you excited to be a tia? Yes, I'm really excited. This is my second sobrina. Yeah. I have one sobrina and then her. Do you want more kids after this?
Yeah. So we're hoping, we obviously want to expand our family. we do know like it's obviously gonna be harder because they say you are fertile like after you give birth, but we also want to, you know, spend time with this baby, like enjoy. So we're trying to, after maybe 1 year, try again. But we do plan on going, because right now I'm not on keto for many reasons, but we have planned that once I give birth, we're gonna go back on keto. One, for us, for me, for my health, you know, to stay healthy and not get diabetes, not get heart issues and everything that comes with PCOS. And also for my baby, because we want to teach her how to eat healthy and how to enjoy healthy eating, because obviously she's a higher risk to have PCOS like me.
Yeah. So I think that's it for today. I feel like we covered a lot. If you guys have more questions, leave them below, and then she'll probably go in and try to answer.
Yeah.
I guess she does have a YouTube. I'm going to have everything linked down below. I want to thank my sister for being here, and I'm so excited to meet the baby. So if you are struggling again, don't give up and just focus on your health. And then I know you don't want to hear this, that everything's going to come after you focus on yourself, but it is. Just trust the process and don't give up.
And then if you guys want any more videos with me with FitSussie, just let her know.
Yeah, any topic that you want us to go more deeper into, let us know and we'll go ahead and do that.
And then on my channel, I'm going to be uploading just like more detail of how my pregnancy has been going and what's going on with keto and the low carb diet.
So thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so I can keep on posting for you guys, and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any videos. And remember, do what's right, not what's easy. I'll see you guys in the next video.